There is a widespread idea in crypto that the most certain investment strategy is to find a quality project. Forget that you bought it and remember in a few years. It is called time in the market, beats timing the market, because according to the same people, it is impossible to time the market. In my opinion, it is almost a sure path to ruin, and in this video we will break it down in 4 points. My name is C. You are watching Novice Crypto channel and don't forget to subscribe. Number 1, it sounds good. It's a slick combination of words that sounds intelligent and therefore has the ability to attract attention. Moreover, it came from the environment of traditional investing, where it's much more possible that this strategy will work, since traditional markets are more stable and predictable. However, crypto is not traditional finance. Crypto is the red light district of world finance. Therefore, you shouldn't rely on catchy slogans to keep you safe. There's a lot of wolves out there. Number 2, depends on what you hold. In my opinion, this rule applies only to a select few cryptocurrencies out there. And if I had to take a public stand, I would put my name only behind one, Bitcoin. So far, it has always been able to surpass its all-time high, and I think it will continue to do so in the future. For all other cryptocurrencies, the probability is from 0 to very high, with the absolute majority having basically 0 chances of surpassing their all-time high from previous cycle. Number 3, why is it so? First of all, the market is already very large. During the 2021 bull run, approximately 20,000 cryptocurrencies competed for liquidity. During the 2024 to 2025 bull run, there are already several million of them. So finding a successful project is significantly more difficult, and finding a long-term successful project is almost a miracle. In addition, most cryptocurrencies are garbage aimed at short-term profit. The majority of projects end shortly after their inception because their only goal is to get your money and then ride off into the sunset. You also have to take into account the fact that technology is constantly moving forward. Projects quickly become obsolete, and trends change. Remember the metaverse? Weren't we all supposed to be working and shopping in it by now? Do you know how many people invested their money in it, believing that in a few years they would buy a house with the proceeds? Instead, most of the projects are already dead or minus 90% from their all-time high. Yeah, it's brutal. And I'm not even talking about the fact that it doesn't take much for a project to fail. Either the team falls apart, or paid influencers start dumping their bags, a black swan or new regulation comes along, and so on. Number 4, as always, it's about psychology. Let's be honest, you just want to make a lot of money without doing too much work. But investing is all about probabilities, and that's why I have to tell you that it's much more likely that you'll make money the hard way than the other way around. Times have changed, and what was true during the 2021 bull run doesn't apply today. Yes, there was a time when you had a good chance of getting rich relatively easily in crypto. But that time is gone, and if you missed it, you won't bring it back by acting like you live in it. The market has become more complicated, and more than ever before, utility is secondary, and the whole crypto thing is based on speculation. In such an environment, it's naive to think that the project you invest in today will even exist 5 years later. Of course, unless we're talking about established projects that have been in the top 10 for a long time, but they won't give you the juicy X's that we all go to crypto for, right? To conclude, let's talk about the good old greed for a moment. Do you really need to time the market precisely down to a cent? Can't you miss few percents of further growth? Crypto offers you returns that you won't find anywhere else, and unless you bought at the top of the market and instead prepared for the bull run months and years in advance, you should already be in a good profit by the time it peaks. Suppress your greed and get out before it all falls apart. Even if the price continues to rise and you sell for less than you could have, you are still one of the minority of investors who managed to sell before the bear market even started. Anyway, if you do decide to go the time in the market route, you will gain a lot of free time. I suggest you use it to study how to do the timing the market part, otherwise sooner or later you will regret it. I strongly recommend you to start studying technical analysis. Thanks for watching. Support my channel by subscribing and see you in the next video.